Hello and welcome to this edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Baidoo. Coming up, GCB Bank defends its takeover of UT Bank and Capital Bank and says it did not require the consultation of its shareholders before taking the move. We'll bring you the details of this story as well as others. Stay with us. To our first story, the GCB Bank has defended its takeover of UT and Capital Banks. According to GCB Bank, it did not require an immediate consultation with its shareholders before taking the move. Following the revocation of the licenses of the two banks, concerns have been raised on the takeover without the consent of its shareholders. But speaking at a press conference in Accra, the managing director of GCB Bank, Ray Soa, says due diligence was followed in the acquisition of the two banks. Meanwhile, the organisers of the Ghana Banking Award have defended the performance of Capital Bank in the 2016 edition, despite revelations of their recent predicaments. Capital Bank was adjudged Best Growing Bank and Best Bank in Household and Retail Banking. Followers of the unfolding takeover by GCB Bank have started questioning the credibility of the awards, asking how the bank could collapse in just a year after winning such enviable awards. But Charles Benoni Okine, the head of media and programs for Corporate Initiative Ghana Organisers of the Awards, insists that Capital Bank's award was not a fluke. Let's still stay with this story because the minority in Parliament have been responding to these developments and they are calling on government not to overburden the GCB Bank with non-performing loans. The minority is questioning the shareholder resolution prior to GCB Bank's acquisition of UT and Capital Banks. At a press conference today, the minority charged the Bank of Ghana to make public its investigations and findings on persons responsible for the liquidation of the two banks. To some education-related story now, and Child Rights International, CRI, and the West African Examination Council, WAEC, today met over the fate of some 200 2017 BECE candidates from the Bunkprugu district in the northern region. The meeting followed a directive by the Human Rights Division of an Accra High Court to the two bodies to find an amicable solution to a suit filed by Child Rights International. Now, CRI is in court seeking to compel WAEC to schedule a suitable date for the candidates to write some two papers they missed during the normal period of the exams. WAEC had remained adamant, saying the students will not be allowed to write the exams in January 2018. But Child Rights International thinks that will be unfair to the candidates, hence the suit. Speaking to Citi News Daily, the Executive Secretary of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, said he was optimistic of favourable outcomes. To the international front now, and President of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Koroma, says the country needs urgent support now for thousands of people hit by mudslides and massive flooding in the capital. According to him, the entire communities had been wiped out and the devastation was overwhelming. More than 300 people have been killed and the mass burial of victims is planned to free up space in the mortuaries. Efforts to recover more people from the muddy rubble that swept through the Regent area are continuing. Meanwhile, the Red Cross said it was struggling to get equipment in to extricate bodies that were buried deep in the mud. And that will be all for today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Baidoo. Many thanks for your time. Do make a date at that same time tomorrow.